Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
would
you
you
look
like some
good.
more here?
You look good, dude.
Oh man,
You're glowing.
there we go.
Oh my gosh, look at you over there. What shade of light you got there? Is that an orange?
It is a nice orange touch over
Wow.
here. Let's turn it with a little yellow.
There we go. He said it's the playoffs. It's time to get rolling.
Yeah,
Let's look
that's
good.
that's actually what I'm
Oh, and then
getting
you got your
at.
screen brightness there too. All right, folks. This is episode 8 of Shameful Locks. Super wild card weekend. That's what they're calling it now. Um, I mean, we'll get to last week's record here in a second, but it's nothing good. I'm just gonna say
No.
that now. We're gonna go through 2 locks today. A lot less football being played this weekend, so we're only gonna hit 2 locks, and then we're gonna discuss and pick our Super Bowl favorite, and we'll be following that through the playoffs. Knowing my luck, my pick will lose first weekend. So, but without further ado, Gabe, if you want to go through our past week record.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spend too much dwelling on this because you get punched in the mouth after a really bad loss, and the best thing to do is just burn the tape and get on the next week.
Yep.
But yeah, we both had terrible weeks. We both went 0-3. Um, I had the Jags -6.5. Jags ended up pulling it off, but they did not end up covering that spread, which
No.
you and I were at the casino on that Saturday. Watched it. I literally sat at a table and watched the entire game.
You were taking up a blackjack table that they weren't using, just watching the game. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a good time because I still ended up. I had the Jags winning the division, parlayed with some other people winning the division, and that ended up paying out about $85. So I won that. So I wasn't that upset about it. But I mean, you still like these are your locks, so you want to get them.
Yeah.
So I missed that. I had the under in the Broncos Chargers game at 39.5, and I thought the Chargers weren't going to play any of their starters. Instead, they played their starters for about 3 quarters and ended up screwing me because I think the final score was like 31-28, way over. But they also screwed themselves. They got Mike Williams hurt. He has a fracture in his back.
Just
Not playing this
stupid.
weekend.
So stupid.
Yeah, they were locked in at the 5 seed. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I put that fully on the coach because I mean, you tell the players, "Hey, do you want to play football?" They're going to go, "Yeah, I want
Strap
to
them
play
up,
today."
coach. Yeah.
Yeah, but the coach is going to be the one with the discipline. Brandon Staley, you got to lock the players down or get them down, not play them.
Yes.
Dumb as fuck. And then lastly, I had the Packers and Lions over 49.5. And that wasn't even close. I think, what was the final score of that? Like 21-16 or something like
I don't know. I wiped it from my memory.
that? Yeah, and it
20 to
was brutal.
16.
20-16, that was close. That was close. But yeah, that's only 36 points. I needed another 15. Not even close.
Yeah, you'll notice that I'm not proudly wearing my Green Bay hat this week because I'm fucking ashamed of this franchise. I mean, we've been given more than 50% of the other, organizations in the league, and we do so little with it. I mean, it's beyond me at this point. It's sickening, it's embarrassing, and Aaron's talking about leaving, retiring again this year, like he does every offseason. So, I mean, I'm gonna come into it with the same kind of headspace as I have before. I wouldn't be surprised. I kind of want, for his sake, for his mental health sake, which we love mental health on this show.
We hate it.
Go somewhere. I don't care if that's a retirement, leaving to it for another team. Love the guy, but fuck, man.
What would you put the percentage of him coming back as a Packers fan?
I mean, last year I would have said it was 80-20 he's leaving. And sure enough, he signed that deal. We got rid of Devontae and he came back, which is just so weird to me. I'd give it more of a closer 50-50. I'd say 60-40 he's leaving, actually. 60-40 he's leaving.
I did see there's a betting favorite. I think it was MGM. They had a betting favorite for Aaron Rodgers' next team, and the Raiders are the favorite right now, which I
Because
think
he
is
misses
weird.
Devontae.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they want to appease Devontae Adams because they're getting rid of Carter. Like, all right, look, we got rid of Carr. Here's what we'll do.
Your college teammate. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go get Aaron Rodgers, which I actually think would be pretty good for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but without further ado, we still have yours to get to.
Yeah.
We talked
Let's
about
do
it. We talked about my brutal record. We have to talk about yours. You had the Browns money line, which I actually didn't hate, which ended up turning into a big loss for the Browns, 28-14 against my Steelers.
Yep.
Again, I actually had in one of my bets the Browns covering because the Steelers don't beat it. I mean, if they're going to win, they're not beating anybody by a lot. I think they had one game all year, and I think it was against the Saints where they won by at least 10 points. And then this is their second, the largest victory of the week, the one time you bet against them.
Yeah, of course.
You had the under, or did you have the under or the over in the Bears game?
Over.
Oh, wait. What was the score of that game?
It didn't hit.
Are we sure?
I can pull it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
Go to my settled. Hold on.
I thought you had the under for a second.
I might have put it in wrong, but I had the over.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Over.
You had the you're right. It hit 42. Sorry, I think I had it written down here incorrectly. I just had Bears 43.5. I assumed it was the over, but okay. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that didn't hit. You missed by 1.5 there. Which is actually kind of crazy. I thought that I don't know about that one. Justin Fields not playing, I think, really hurt you.
Yeah. Agreed. And then Chargers to cover.
Yeah, Chargers, you hate the Broncos, hate them, mostly because of Russell Wilson. And you had Chargers minus 1.5. And they actually almost pulled it out. They were winning for a majority of that game. And then as soon as they benched their starters, the Broncos started to run away with it. But yeah, overall records. Hold on, I got the overall records here. Let me pull them up. So like I said, I mentioned this a few weeks ago. I only needed to win one game of the final 6 picks to come out with a over 500 record. And man, am I happy I won that one game because I finished with 18, 17, and 1. Within the last 2 weeks, I went 1-5.
1-5.
So I did clinch over 500, 18, 17, and 1 again.
Well done.
We take it. That's okay. We ain't mad.
No.
That's all right, I guess. You know? And then Tim's record, like I said, we'll burn the tape on this and never speak of it again. But for now, 7-25-1.
This has been a season to forget.
It's a rookie season.
It's a season to forget.
Yeah, we'll burn the tape on this. We'll probably mention it again when week 1 comes around next year and talk about how there's only room to go up here.
Shame. All right. Well, with further ado, let's move past that terrible segment. Getting into Super Wild Card weekend here in the NFL. It's pretty good games, some evenly matched games, some non-evenly matched games. Off the top of my head, I don't have a lock in this game, but I like the Vikings Giants game. I think that's going to be the best game of the weekend. In my opinion, I think that's going to be a fun game to watch. Yeah, some good games, some less good games. Like the Cowboys and Bucks is going to be atrocious to watch, but without further ado, my first lock this week is going to be the Chargers Jaguars over 47.5 at minus 110. 2 big time quarterbacks, long haired quarterbacks. They're saying whoever loses between Lawrence and Herbert got to shave their head.
That's funny.
So, I'm kind of pulling for the Jaguars in that one because I just love watching the Jaguars go on a run, man. Jaguars have been so bad for so long. It's so fun to watch. But yeah, I got the over in that 47.5 at minus 110. Second lock, I got Seattle covering 9.5. They're 9.5 point underdogs to their in-division rival, the 49ers. That's at 110, minus 110 as well.
You said plus 9.5?
Plus 9.5, yeah.
All right. Cool.
Which kind of contradicts to my Super Bowl pick, which we'll get in a second. But I do like the just the Seahawks to cover there. I think, they're gonna go out swinging with Pete Carroll at the helm there. I love what Geno Smith has done this year, dude. So fun to watch. Amazing. But yeah, those are my 2 locks for Super Wildcard Weekend. Swing it over to you to get your 2 lock-ins here.
Yeah, sure. And some of these numbers have been moving a little bit throughout the week, and there's a lot of interesting ones out there. But I think the 2 safest ones for me, I also have the Chargers Jags over 47.5. I really like that one. Chargers don't have much defense for running, and Justin Herbert loves to throw the ball. And the Jaguars, I mean, their defense is okay, but they were also getting kind of torched by Joshua Dobbs. I just see that probably going to be like a 28-24 game.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the lines of that probably. And I think that over is going to hit. And then next up, this line has actually been moving as well all throughout the week. I've seen it as high as 10.5. But I just checked moments ago. It is now at -8.5. Bengals -8.5 versus the Ravens.
Yep.
Bengals are going in red hot. I think they've won like 8 of their last straight games or whatever. And I think I saw a stat, something they're like 12-4 or something like that, maybe 13-4 now with the 17 games against the spread this season. Nuts. Those are
the stats to keep your eye on. I like how the FanDuel app, you can literally look at those stats at the top right there. They have the like top 5 against the spread, top 5 overs, top 5 unders, I feel those help me bet a lot when I'm looking at locks and stuff like that. So,
and the Ravens, I mean, they played last week, and I don't think it was much as like the Bengals came out and scored all over them in the first half, and then I think the Bengals just kind of took their foot off the gas in the second half, and then we don't even know who's playing quarterback for the Ravens yet. We know it's not Lamar. It might be Huntley, or it might be that Anthony Brown is their 3rd string quarterback. I don't remember his name, but he's a 3rd string quarterback and he stinks. I just think the Bengals are going to absolutely curb stomp the Ravens at home this weekend. I don't think it's going to be close at all.
Fair enough. What are the odds on that?
I believe they were both -110, according to FanDuel.
FanDuel's the king. I love using FanDuel.
FanDuel is pretty great.
All right. We're going to lock in some Super Bowl bets here. My biggest thing, everyone's so high on the Chiefs, and rightfully so. Obviously, they're the favorite right now, odds-wise. I did not take them. Just get that out of the way. But I as long as the Bengals are in the playoffs, I think the Chiefs can lose. So, because Patrick hasn't beat Joe Burrow yet, and I don't think it'll happen anytime soon. So, I see Kansas City, either losing in that first round or in the championship. I don't see them making it to the Super Bowl. But hold on to your pants here. As a Packers fan, you'll never hear me say this again. I really, really, really love the cut of the 49ers jib right now. I like it a lot. I think they're poised to make a deep little run. I liked where their odds were set at, so I went ahead and locked 49ers in for Super Bowl champions.
Wow.
My matchup, what I see happening is I see the Bills, playing for DeMar.
The guy who didn't die.
The guy that's happily sitting at his home playing Fortnite right now. I see a Bills 49ers Super Bowl. I think would be a lot of fun with those two offenses on the field. I think those offense wise, I think those two are the two funnest to watch in the league. Just with everything that Kyle Shanahan does with the 49ers, with all the weapons that they have, and not to mention just the absolute joy that watching Brock Purdy brings me. I absolutely love that kid. But I those are my two favorite offenses to watch. I think the Bengals are a close third, throw them in there with Burrow and Jamar's connection there. But yeah, I see a 49ers and Bills Super Bowl with the 49ers edging them out there. So
Okay. Yeah. So for my pick, it pains me to say this, as I'm a Steelers fan, and I hate the Bengals. Their fans annoy the piss out of me. Um, Sorry, Bengals fans, for anyone who's watching, but I feel like most Bengals fans I know and talk to about football, I feel like they don't know anything about football. They're just Bengals fans, and that's all they know is go Bengals. Um,
It's a social like statement. I feel like at this point, like I like Joe Burrow and the Bengals,
yeah,
Ohio. Yeah,
and I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just I feel like when I talk football in general with Bengals fans, I feel like they don't really know what they're talking about.
sure.
Um, and I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for that if we have people who actually watch this. Again, sorry, but I'm also
No,
on
you're
your
not.
side for the time being. I mean, no, I'm not, but I'm on your side this time. Prove me wrong, Bengals. Win the Super Bowl plus 750. I got $20 on you.
Woo, boy! Is that
Yeah,
straight cash or was that a free bet you kind of threw in there?
it's it is bonus cash. I did
Oh yeah.
accidentally put a $20 parlay on some random crap this weekend. Meant to use bonus cash, accidentally use real cash. Learned my lesson. Will no longer leave real cash in there just sitting around. I'm pulling it, yanking it. When I need money, I'll put it in there.
There you go. It's a good
Hate
move.
accidentally using my own money by accident. That pissed me off.
All right, folks. It's poised to be a good playoff run here. I'm excited. I lost about $30 on live bets during the college football playoff championship last weekend. Very upset
Killer.
about that. I requested Max Duggan for reimbursement of those picks or of those bets, and he has not fulfilled that yet. I'll keep you guys
Asshole.
posted. I'll keep you posted in case that changes. I don't imagine it will. Maybe I gotta wait until an NIL deal cashes for him, and then he can pay me back after that. Who knows? No idea. But yes, with sports gambling being legal, cash is vacating from my grasp quicker and quicker. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. I have a great time. It does make sports more interesting and a lot more fun to watch. So it's great, man.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm up $1,200 right now.
I I didn't get as many free bets and stuff like that as you did, though. I only
No,
cashed in on the MGM $50 free bets, and I lost every single one of them. So
uh, I I cashed in on all of them, man. I farmed the fuck out of those.
Jesus,
I won $350 on some NBA basketball the other day, which
you did.
was super cool. And then I won like another 250 on the Eagles winning their division.
Yeah.
Had those placed through a bookie of mine. But yeah, any closing thoughts for you?
Biggest thing for me right now is just, let's all take a step back and realize that it is a special time to be a sports fan in Ohio right now. This is something we haven't had in a very long time ever. And it's real special. There's special things going on right now. It's exciting to see the Barstool viewing Coliseum or whatever is going to open up in the casino here soon. We got bamboozled into thinking that it was already opened, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I foresee, a good amount of March Madness being viewed in that place.
Uh oh.
Yeah. So, great time to be an Ohioan sports fan, and here we are. Any closing thoughts from you?
Uh, Kind of funny to think about real quick is that if the Packers had made the playoffs, they would be playing the 49ers.
Yeah.
Would that affect your pick?
No, because and we had this discussion last week off camera. Even if we made it into the playoffs, we were losing to the 49ers. And
It's just.
I wouldn't watch that. I wouldn't have watched that game with any glimmer of hope. Um, I like no positive thoughts whatsoever. I'd just been like, yeah, we're going to lose, the entire time. So maybe a part of me is glad that I don't have to experience that pain. But with that being said, last Sunday was wildly painful. I spent some time writhing in pain on the ground. Fetal position. Yeah.
Great pastime.
A lot of what the fuck are we doing? Comments thrown out there. if that's how Aaron's career ends, it's a hell of a way to go.
Do you sneak out any I'm gonna kill myself in there?
One or two. I try not to go
nice.
too crazy with that because then I'll start convincing myself that that's the answer. But yeah, man, we'll see. The football postseason, college and pro, just did not treat me well this year, which is the usual outcome. So I don't know why I'm surprised, but looking forward to March Madness and Super Bowl. So that is all from us here at Shame-Ful Locks. This has been episode 8, Super Wild Card Weekend. We will see you next week with new locks and to see that I went 0-2 this week. So, and probably the 49ers lost. So
shit.
All right, folks. Hasta la waffle.